The most common question I get asked as a fertility coach is, how do I know when I am ovulating? Sis, you won't believe how much that shows up in my DMs, on my TikTok comments, or even in my emails. Today, we are diving into everything ovulation and really pinpointing if you are ovulating. So if this is something that you want to learn more about, keep listening. When you first start trying to conceive, this journey can be not so fun. They tell you need to take all these supplements, you need to track all these things, you need to be taking your temperature every day at the exact same time without even moving. It can be a lot. But one of the most important things to track, know, and understand is if you're ovulating. Are you dropping an egg? You see, if you're not ovulating, you can't get pregnant. And when I was on my journey, I did not realize how important it was to truly understand if you're ovulating. I thought you get a period, you ovulate, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you get a period and it's actually not a period, it's breakthrough bleeding. What? Yeah. And that means that your body is just releasing the lining, but you actually didn't ovulate. So if you're trying to get pregnant and ovulation is the most important thing to get pregnant, we kind of need to know what is going on, when it's happening, and if it's happening. So what is ovulation? Ovulation is when your body releases a mature follicle from your ovaries that is viable for 12 to 24 hours for the sperm to meet it, and it turns into an embryo and you become pregnant. Basically, you can't get pregnant without this egg. Now, in a normal, perfect world, you're supposed to release one egg from one side and then the other side every single cycle. But that's not always the case for everyone. Sometimes you can ovulate on one side multiple times. Sometimes you cannot ovulate at all. There's so many different things happening and going on with our body that can truly impact and impede your ovulation. It is super, super duper important to track to know what is going on with your body. I remember growing up believing you could baby dance at absolutely any time in your cycle and you would get pregnant. But I learned the hard way that's not the case. Ovulation is absolutely essential, sis, because it's the only time you can actually get pregnant. And I know for some of you, you're rolling your eyes at me. Of course, I know that. But when I first started my journey, I was completely lost and overwhelmed to everything. Honestly, my 5th grade health teacher did a number on me. So, since we can't sit on the toilet seat and get pregnant, and since we can't baby dance every single day of the month and get pregnant, it is essential that we drop an egg so that the sperm can meet the egg to fertilize and turn it into an embryo. By the end of this video, I'm going to give you some tips and some tricks on how to know if you're ovulating, pinpoint your fertile window so that you can see those positive 2 pink lines. And when you understand when you're ovulating, sis, it puts you back in the driver's seat of your fertility journey. It empowers you and puts you in control of your journey. This is one of the most important things that you could do to bring your baby home. But before we dive in, sis, I need to let you know, you do not always ovulate on the exact same day of the month. Let me put it out there. You do not always ovulate on the exact same day of the month. Your ovulation can move depending on what's going on in your life, your stress, your hormones, what you're eating, if you start exercising. Everything affects your reproductive system. Those fertility tracking apps are amazing and a great place to start. However, if you've been on this journey for a minute or a couple of years like I was, then you need to get a little bit more aggressive with your tracking methods. We really need to pinpoint what is going on with your hormones so that you can see when your egg is dropping. And without knowing when your egg drops, sis, you are shooting in the dark, okay? You can be on this journey way longer. Guilty as charged. You can be on this journey way longer than you need to be. This is really the tool to empower you to bring that baby home. Are you ready? Let's go. So there's 3 main things we need to look for and do and track to pinpoint our ovulation. Number 1, your body signals. Did you know that your body talks to you? Sis, it has a whole conversation with you every minute of every single day. And when it's getting closer to ovulation, it will give you signs like increased cervical mucus, increased libido. Like, girl, there's some times where, you're ready to rip your clothes off. That is your body's way of telling you you're getting closer to ovulation. Some women experience breast tenderness or lower abdominal pain, like they can feel that their body is getting ready to ovulate. These are all signals and ways your body is telling you it's close to go time. And number 2, ovulation predictor kits. Cis OPKs can allow you to pinpoint your ovulation and let you know if you are dropping that egg. An OPK tracks your LH hormone through your urine to show you when it's about to rise. We know that LH triggers the release of the egg from the ovary. So once we see that dark line, we know it's go time. The third and final step is to use a method to confirm that the egg is dropped. Now, if you're going to the fertility clinic, you may get blood work and they confirm it all. That's great. But if you're doing this at home, there are only 2 ways to confirm that you actually dropped an egg. The first way is to use a BBT thermometer. This thermometer you take every single morning before you get out of bed after 3 hours of consecutive sleep. What we're looking for is a rise in your temperature 1 to 3 days after you have ovulated. The second method is using technology like a temp drop, which is the armband thermometer, an Oura ring, an Apple Watch to confirm your temperature. And the bonus way is to use fertility tech like a Mira or an Anito to confirm your progesterone has started to rise. All of these methods will work. You just need to pick the best method for you. Now, this can all feel super overwhelming. I am not going to lie to you. When I first started tracking, when I first started trying to figure out how to pinpoint my ovulation, I was overwhelmed. But you know what, sis? I got you. Inside the Heal to Conceive tribe, I have a whole course on mastering your ovulation. It's actually called the Ovulation Solution, where I walk you through step by step how to understand your body's signals, what to look for, how to track and use those 2 to 3 different methods to pinpoint your ovulation, what you can do to boost your fertility so you can bring your baby home, and really when nothing is working, what to ask the doctor, what tests to take, and how to really enhance your supplements to make sure they're right for you. This is all available for you inside the Heal to Conceive tribe, but for now, we're just going to start with the basics. 1, listen to what your body's telling you. 2, start using OPKs. And 3, confirm that you ovulated with either a thermometer or fertility technology. So let me know below, do you feel like you are ready to go and pinpoint your ovulation? You're ready to nail the day to make sure you are baby dancing in your fertility window. If this was helpful, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can keep getting notified whenever I drop a fertility video. And always remember, you've got this. You can bring your baby home. And when you don't got it, I got you. Baby deaths for all.